Phoenix Books presents My Anecdotal Life, a memoir, written and performed by Carl Reiner. This performance is copyright 2014 Phoenix Books. It has been digitally remastered from the original 2003 New Millennium Entertainment sound recording.
For Bessie Reiner and her grandchildren Rob, Annie, Lucas, and her great-grandchildren Jake, Nick, Livia, Romy, and Rose. Inviting people to laugh with you while you're laughing at yourself is a good thing to do. You may be the fool, but you're the fool in charge. Carl Reiner, My Anecdotal Life. Preface. More than once I've heard someone say, "Hey, Reiner, you ought to write those things down." The most recent someone was Aaron Rubin, who said it as we walked to a parking lot. We had just spent a pleasant 2 hours having lunch at the West Coast Friars Club and reminiscing about our life and times with a group of our peers and one or two of our betters. At 1 o'clock that morning, just as I lay me down to sleep, Aaron's suggestions flitted through my mind, but I couldn't remember what it was that he suggested I write down. Had it been a godly hour, I would have called him and asked. But instead of awakening him, I awoke myself, made my way to the computer, and jotted down what Aaron had suggested, plus several more reminiscences that he may think worthy of including in this book, which I decided to call My Anecdotal Life. These anecdotes are, for the most part, in the order that they popped into my head. I think that subconsciously I tried to orchestrate a literary variety show. I have been asked and have been tempted to write an autobiography, but up to now I have opted to use my life's experiences to fuel the fictional Dick Van Dyke Show and 2 semi-autobiographical novels, Enter Laughing and Continue Laughing. Except for the exclusion of the many mundane, unproductive, and boring stretches of my life which have little or no entertainment value to anyone, I am offering My Anecdotal Life as my complete and official abridged autobiography. It is not necessary to listen to the chapters in order, but I recommend that you do, if you're interested in how a disorganized mind, when left alone, will somehow end up with something as organized as a book. Chapter 1. Sidney Bechet and his jazz band meet Franz Kafka. It was the summer of 1942. I was 20 years old, World War II was raging, and in 4 months I would be a member of the U.S. Armed Forces. I spent that last hot summer at Alabin Acres, an adult summer camp somewhere in the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?